Crazy shit happens when you manage Airbnbs, but this is like the craziest day. I get a text from the tenant saying, hey, can you give me a phone call? It's about your neighbor. So I call her up and I'm like, hey, what's going on? She's like, can you tell me about your neighbor? It's like, yeah, she's always been really lovely. I don't really know her very well, but every time I've talked to her, she seems nice. I have her number. Her name's Samantha. And she goes, so you haven't had any issues with her? I'm like, no. She tells me that Samantha was rolling on the ground, popped right up, and then started going on about how the man she is living with is beating her and that she's being held hostage and that he's threatening to kill her. But don't call the cops. And my tenant is like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. She seems not in her right mind. So I'm like, okay, I have a buddy who's a detective. I'll give him a call. I'll see what we should do. Like, I feel like the easy answer is like call 911. But like if it is a hostage situation or she's crazy, like I just don't know. So I call him, tell him the situation, and he's like, we can call it in, we can call it to the non-emergency line, or if you want to, I can phone it in. So I'm like, would you please phone it in? I feel like that's gonna make things happen faster. So he's phoned it in, and he's like, just tell her to stay inside. And like answer her phone, even if it's an unknown number, like answer it, it might be us, the tenant. But then the tenant texts me and says, hey, she's banging on our windows. Like, what? So I text him and I say, hey, she's outside banging on their window. And he's like, lock the doors, stay inside. He's clearly been desensitized. He's cracking jokes. And now I'm waiting, just sitting here waiting to hear what's going on. So this is my Airbnb horror story update. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go to part 1. So yesterday I was supposed to go over there at 5 to drop a few things off and pick something up. And it's getting close to 5 and I still haven't heard back from like anybody. I haven't heard back from the detective. I haven't heard back from the tenant. I have no idea what's going on. I don't know if the cops are still there. No clue. So 10 till 5, I text her, hey, I just wanted to check in. And the only thing she says is, hey, we went to Target, but we're back now if you still want to come by. That is the least of my concerns. So I say, okay, I think I'll just come tomorrow. Like, I just want to make sure everything's good. I didn't know if the cops were still there. I didn't know what's going on. And she says, honestly, I don't know. We left for Target as soon as the cops said we were good to go. She did say that whenever they got back, she saw the man getting in a car, not a cop car, his car. So all I know is that he's not arrested. I don't know where Samantha is. But my buddy said he would give me an update once he reads through the call. So honestly, I have no idea. This is a final update on Airbnb horror stories. Samantha is in the hospital. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go see parts 1 and 2. It turns out that yesterday she started having a seizure and passed out. So the EMTs or EMS or whatever it's called had to take her to the hospital. She's still there currently and I don't know if she's okay. I don't know what brought any of this on. So I still like just have so many questions, but all I know is that I just hope that she's okay. So yeah, send her positivity and prayers and yeah, crazy.
This is a TikTok of people that went to an Airbnb. I don't know if you guys seen this. This is going viral right now.
Oh, the fake one? Toilet?
Yeah, the one with the toilet.
Oh
Yo, they were scrolling through the channels on their TV at the Airbnb, and then one of the channels was a toilet cam. So they saw this.
What is that? Is that ours?
So they saw the toilet, and they're scared it's theirs. Check this out. The lady goes to go check it out and see if it's actually theirs, and look what happens. It's her. It's her. She pops up on the camera. No. So the Airbnb set up a camera to look at the toilet, fam. And the crazy part is, this is dead ass real. Like, this isn't even fake. Look.
It has to be that because from above.
They looked at the vents and everything. It's all there. So what they did, they ended up canceling that Airbnb and then going to a new one because that was legit them spying on them.
You can never trust nowadays, bro.
This is like, I don't know.
y'all booked your guys' Airbnb because it's right next to the cemetery.
We went to New York, Airbnb from hell, bro. Online, this Airbnb looked like the most beautiful place to live. Pull up, there's no Gandhi. The Gandhi's a freaking cemetery. We walk in, it's like mad dusty. Felt like someone just left everything and dipped. The fridge is like full of food still, but old food. I'm still like, yo, it's all good, yo, it's all good. But you know when you're at the point where you don't want to admit it? Every room had an Elmo on a chair facing the bed.
That's so creepy.
Then, went up the stairs, in the main washroom, dead bees everywhere.
There's like dead bees all over the fucking bathroom.
And then they're leading like a trail in the hallway to the bedroom. It was so weird, bro. Every single bed had dead bees.
Airbnb is refusing to give me a refund, so now I'm exposing them. The windows were drilled shut, and they used garbage bags to stuff the gap. The microwave was shown in the listing, but someone took it out. This unlocked door connected to an abandoned storefront. This last door is the laundry room. It smelled like animal urine and bleach.
How my guests left my Airbnb part, I don't know. As y'all can see, this guest was really not that great. There wasn't any actual damage, I will say that, just a bunch of trash everywhere. This guest stayed for about 4 weeks. Usually longer stays are a little bit more messy, but nothing compared to this. This is very rare. Most of my guests, basically all of my guests, are really clean. Do not leave your Airbnbs like this, guys, please.
My guests a stroll in my Airbnb apartment.
Why block the mirrors?
That time, 50 underagers threw a party at my Airbnb. It may not look like it, but it took 4 adults 6 hours to clean it.
What's happening? Everybody stay calm.
What's the
Everybody
procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Wait.
Everybody calm down!
No, Michael.
Airbnb contacted me and told me to immediately leave my Airbnb without telling the host. On Thursday, we checked in at an Airbnb at 7 p.m. We fell asleep shortly thereafter and got a phone call at 7 a.m. I was asleep, so my boyfriend did not answer this phone call. Around 9 a.m., we checked our Airbnb website messages, and we got messages from Airbnb telling us to check out immediately. The host does not know about this situation, and they will not know until we leave, and to contact Airbnb as soon as we get out of there. I had no idea what was going on, so we just packed our stuff, got out of there, asked questions later. After we left the Airbnb, I saw a message from our host at 10 p.m. saying if we got any suspicious or weird messages from Airbnb to just discard them. Later we went and we were grabbing some coffee after we left the Airbnb, and the host gave us a call. He didn't even know we left. Someone had actually sent him my original video. And he told us on the phone that allegedly a previous Airbnb guest the other day had told Airbnb some very dangerous and inaccurate things about his Airbnb. So I don't know exactly what happened because Airbnb will not tell us any specifics. They only told us that our host had violated terms of service and guidelines in Airbnb's policy. I have no idea what happened. We only know what the host told us. But it was scary, and now we're at a nice hotel, so it worked out. So thanks Airbnb for this super sick hotel room.
There are strange tunnels, holes, and ways through this home. This one, specifically, has a big open space large enough for a human, besides the cabinet that goes into the bedroom, wherein... Wait, there it is. Stick your finger through it. There's a peephole. Mind you, we are in Portland, Oregon right now, where there's an active serial killer on the loose. Yes, there is.
Keith?
Okay, so this is one of my Airbnbs in Nottingham, and this is typically what it looks like before all of the guests check in. So as you can see from these pictures, these guests, which we had decided to throw a party inside the property. They moved all of the furniture. They even put furniture outside. They damaged doors. They damaged the island. They left soaking towels inside the sink. They marked up the walls, and it was just a complete mess. Now, this was my early stages of Airbnb, but stay tuned and I'll show you how I avoided these kind of things in the future.
What are some of the worst experiences that you've had with Airbnb?
The one that will always be there is the 80-person Airbnb party. People across the street were watching our property, and then all of a sudden you see a 15-passenger van keep pulling up to our house, dropping off more and more people. I get there, and furniture's outside. There's 80-plus people all smoking weed and all doing all this other stuff. And we have other people who are staying on the other side of the duplex who were actually really cool about it. They're just like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. But I go in, pretty pissed off, which I probably shouldn't have been, but I called the cops, got them kicked out. Airbnb handled it pretty well. They even left us a 1-star review, but we got that, taken care of because it was obvious it was a lie. We kicked them out for doing an 80-person party. Really just kind of like taking the punches and just looking at the bigger picture.
Went to go pee and then just saw this thing here. It's not lit up now because I unplugged it, but that was blue. That little hole. Took it out. Look, it's blue right there right now on that side. Oh, you didn't get to see that time. But this fucking SIM card. There's a SIM card in there. What is this? What are you?
Alright, so we're in our Airbnb in Canyon City. It's an old mansion. That is a secret door to a back staircase that goes into a bedroom. And I noticed that, here, open it up again. On this side is a wall, and on this side is a wall. And then there's this little bookcase that just looks like I said exactly to Connor that it's gotta be a secret door. And lo and behold, Connor found a button, and it is a secret door into a whole creepy ass basement. Don't know if you can see how old that carpet is, but ooh.
Should we go down? Oh God.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Connor.
All right, this is part 2. We're going down. We got friends. Let's see. All right, there's some lights. Okay, not too scary. What's all in here? That's creepy. Ah! What the hell is that?
All right, we're back. It's the next morning. It's light out, so we are gonna venture down into the secret hidden basement.
Here we go.
Oh my god, I'm scared. Oh, I'm scared.
We're going down.
Okay.
It's very dusty. Come on.
Is it safe?
Yeah, it's safe. Come on.
What about the dog?
He's fine.
Will you wait for me?
There's lights.
I'm scared. I'm creeped out. Oh, creepy chest freezer. Finn. Oh.
I wonder where this door leads to.
Oh god, no,
Probably
don't.
the outside.
Okay, we have a chest freezer with water bottles. Oh my god. Ooh, why are there so many rooms?
Why is that just
Heaters. Probably to keep the pipes from bursting. That's why there's so many heaters down here. Probably to keep the pipes from bursting. Wait, shine the light in there again.
Nice little workspace.
Damn. I was really hoping there was gonna be a speakeasy down here. Okay, here's the chimney. Anything to your left, or is it walled off?
Just another crawl space.
A crawl space. Okay. Well, that was disappointing.
There you have it. I
Now
think
we
just
know.
leave people in suspense.
Mm.
Turn the lights off.
Keep locked. Wait, don't go first. Don't leave me down here. I wonder, this carpet could be original. Well, that was something.
Come with me on this Airbnb where they stayed for approximately 4 days. You know, the cleaning part I don't mind, but to me, what I mind is how they broke the glass. They stained my whole rug. I think they had cats in here. They also had a whole mess going on. This is the room and how they left it. This is just so unacceptable. It's crazy, you know, how some people mistreat your property.
Here's some of the grossest and scariest Airbnbs that I've stayed in. A private room in a house full of drug addicts. Overpriced loft that was completely damaged. Furniture was absolutely disgusting, not kept up with. The shower had a really bad leak, created a black mold inside of the unit because it didn't stop leaking. Here's the black mold. Units where the amenities just simply don't work. Really scary neighborhoods. The bug-infested ones, and then the ones where the host is so scary you have to barricade the door.
Y'all, but the Airbnb hosts are freaking out just a little bit.
I once rented an Airbnb on Big Island, Hawaii for $400 a night plus $50 cleaning fee. I thought the cleaning requests were pretty ridiculous. I had to do the dishes, strip the bed, do the laundry, all that shebang, but I did it anyway. I used what was provided closest to what I had to get done, like the sponge that was right next to the sink, stuff like that. This woman contacted me trying to charge me $350 for damages, saying I used the wrong cleaning rag, I didn't clean the mirrors, and there was a wine stain on the carpet. I was 20. I didn't drink. We couldn't get wine. Best part is she tried to charge us for smoke damage for using incense that was provided in the Airbnb. She didn't get that $350. I've settled with hotels being the cheaper option now.
PSA to whoever rented this bell tent in Hinton, West Virginia. Hope this video finds you, cause I think you need some advice. You're nasty. Disgusting. Truly disgusting. Where to begin? Okay, let's start with the candle wax that's thrown all over the tent. On every object, on the walls, on the floor, on the carpets. For what? Don't get me started about the smell. 10-day-old in the sun coochie is what it smells like in this tent right now. Honey, you couldn't use a baby wipe the whole time you were here. It smells so bad. I've never experienced something like this in my life. And it's Friday. They haven't been here since Sunday. It still fucking smells like 10-day-old coochie, honey. Go to the fucking doctor. Not to mention you left your bag trash and you broke a wine glass. You're terrible. I hope you see this. Left her bag dog shit. Stay off Airbnb.
Back to me.
Look at this!
When I tell you my jaw dropped to the literal floor when I saw this. This is not my usual content, but I promise if you stay to the end, this is an interesting story. So in 2018, I went to this music festival called Heavy Montreal, and we went for the whole weekend, so we needed a place to stay. The previous year, my ex had purchased really expensive tickets for another music festival, so I said that I would pick up the music festival tickets this year and that all he needed to do was book an Airbnb. He kind of cheaped out on the Airbnb, and it was in this really dodgy apartment building beside a script club. So we stayed in this old, seedy bachelor apartment, and we found one of these rooms in our room. When I tell you, I thought I was going to be taken in the middle of the night. We weren't smart. We stayed the whole weekend. She left. Like, do what she did. Don't do what I did. I literally slept with one eye open that whole weekend.
Okay, so we're staying in an Airbnb and just a normal mirror. This is the bathroom. This is the main bathroom. Pan around. Pan around. Okay, back to me.
Back to me.
Look at this. Come in.
Bro, this is
First of
not
all,
okay.
look at this. Towel on the floor. For what? Come in. Come in. Come in. What the fuck is going on in here? What is this? What is that? What is this?